Hello, welcome to this video. We're going to look at function parameters. In the last video, we looked at functions. So here we have our main function, and we are going to look at the types of parameters you have. So we have positional parameters here, and we have name parameters as well. So we're going to take them one after the other and explain them. So we're going to start with the positional parameter. So when you talk of positional parameters are parameters where whenever you call the function, you have to pass the argument according to the ordered way of the parameters. If the parameters were in the order of 1, 2, and 3, when you are passing the argument, it should be in the order of 1, 2, and 3, not 2, 3, 1 or 2, 1, 3. It should be in the same order as the parameters. I'm going to declare a simple function here. So this is this is our parameters, which are positional. Alright, so let's call the function in our main function. We're going to say print names. So because these parameters are all required, you will see the argument needed here. If I should delete all these ones from, it's going to say 4 positional arguments expected but 0 found, meaning the parameters here are 4. Let me make this one, and so that you get what I'm talking about. If this is integer and I come here and I'm going to start with integer 2, let me share. Alright, so looking at the first and the last, they are all showing errors. It says the argument type int can't be assigned to the parameter type string. Here is what they are talking about. Here the data type here is string, but we are using data type of integer here. The type of the argument here is integer, but here also is an integer, and we are passing string here, meaning they are taking their positions. You cannot change their positions, so the best way is to bring string here and bring an integer to replace this one. Alright, so let's do something. Let's say print So here we have Amakojo Isi Efia. These are the names that we have here. And all these parameters, the argument here are all required. So now I said that we have optional also here. So now how do we declare the optional part of positional parameters. The optional part of positional parameters comes after you've declared all your required parameters. Then you continue with your optional, and the optional comes in a square bracket. You're going to put all your optional parameters in a square bracket. So let's say string n5 or name 5. Then you make it nullable. So when we run this thing, it is not going to, let me add, okay, let me do this here and call n5. Alright, so it is not showing any error here that I need n5. It is not requesting it, but meanwhile it is here. If you should remove the square parameters, the square brackets from, then you're going to see that 5 position arguments expected but 4 found. So we only need 4 at this time. So we are going to say put this one into a square bracket. It now becomes optional. You only use it when you want to. These are the optional parameters of positional parameters. So let's print these things. And we're going to see null for the last one because we didn't place any value there. So if you don't want the default value of this optional parameter to be to be null, then you can pass a default value to it. So let me say so now when you run this, you're going to get what I added here, although it is not called this here, but I'm using the default value. So these are the positional parameters you have, the required starting from here to here, then followed by your optional parameter. In the next video, we're going to talk about the name parameters. Thank you.